I finally returned, and so has Dandadan. I remember I wanted to start my channel around the time season 1 was airing, alongside 1000 Year Blood War, of course, but I'm not gonna lie, I got lazy. But hey, at least I'm here now to drop videos on season 2, and I low-key forgot how the ending was to season 1, so I'm gonna give y'all a quick refresher. Alright, so this dude Gigi is Momo's old childhood friend who showed up out of nowhere, and the reason he pulled up was because his home is low-key kind of cursed by some goons, and he needs some help getting the spirits up out of there. So Momo and Okarun agree to helping him exile them niggas. And on the way to bro's house, Okarun is seeing just how close Momo and Gigi really are, to the point where he feels like he's third wheeling. Ever since Gigi showed up, he has been cock blocking him. And at this point, Okarun and Momo have known each other for a little bit. They got some decent chemistry, I can't lie. And ever since Gigi showed up, he just been ruining it. He's shooting from half court and somehow, some way making them shots. He got Momo laughing like shit. Like, bro, Ken has never made her laugh this hard. So Ken's like, I bet. And he starts nerding out on a mutual interest that they both share in order to get her attention. And low-key, Gigi's more interested than Momo. So they start bonding and they become friends just like that. They finally make it to Gigi's house, and once they get there, Momo does an inspection and finds absolutely nothing. And she ain't finna sit in the house all day, so she decides to treat this like a vacation and pull up to the hot spring. And when there's a hot spring scene in an anime, I'm already knowing it's going to be out of pocket. And as soon as she pulls up to the hot spring, not even 30 seconds of being there, 4 big dudes all start approaching her trying to get a piece of that. Like, bro, he's grabbing onto her. Somebody help. Like, there is no way I should be seeing her get essayed twice in this season. Dandadan fans said back when season 1 first started airing,
Oh, the first episode's weird. It gets normal after that.
like, y'all niggas is lying for what, bruh? Y'all had that first episode, which I let slide. I let it slide. Then y'all had another episode midway through the season where 3 minors were butt-ass naked running around in school. Like, what y'all got going on, bruh? What y'all got going on? And now y'all got this. I don't want to hear it no more. Anyway, back at the house, Gigi and Okarun decided to play some soccer to pass the time, and they noticed that from outside, they can see an extra room connected to the house, but from inside, it's nowhere to be found. So they go back inside to smash a hole into the wall, and they see this. And that's where season 1 ends, and season 2 picks back up with Momo and them 4 big guys. And this one grasps onto her and starts trying to literally drown her, but as soon as she starts to feel lightheaded, this thing randomly shoots at the guy, knocking him up off of her. It's a miracle, and she takes this opportunity to escape since the hot spring just decided to collapse on herself. But as she tries to run, this nigga swims up and pins her down. Like, bro, move. You too damn big, too damn old, too damn musty, too nasty in general to be doing this, bro. But this side of the building collapses on top of him, and the doorway had a perfect hole for Momo to slip straight through. And it turns out, no, she was not getting randomly saved, but in fact, Turbo Granny had snuck into her back to come along on this trip, was in the hot springs all along. I can't lie, she goated for that one. If no one else was there, who knows what would have happened. We cut back to the house and Gigi got cold feet. He like,
Oh, what are we gonna do, Okarun?
and Okarun was just like,
Let's just wait for Momo to come back in case something goes wrong.
and as he says that, they get a ring at the doorbell and they all giddy. They think Momo finally came back. But then Gigi goes to open the door, and it's these niggas. It's the same dudes who were sitting outside watching them in the woods, bruh. Do not let them in. But this retard opens the door, invites them in, and they post it up in Gigi's house like they own the place. The main one looking like a mafia boss. But nah, she has the right to be acting like that, low key. While Gigi's parents have been hospitalized, they've been letting him live here rent free. And she starts pressing him about why he's been gone for a couple of days. And Gigi basically explains that Okarun is his friend who wanted to visit, so he went to go get him, and now they're here, which is a solid cover up, I can't lie. And they all start getting heated. They've been telling him not to bring a spirit medium into their place. They do not have spirits. So at this point, I'm like, bro, there has to be something they gotta be hiding, because for one, they like them weird ass niggas from the hot spring. 2, they're watching them in the woods, and 3, they're old people. Do not trust old people. They get so tight that the mafia boss ups pole. It is never this serious. Gigi tries to de-escalate the situation and makes a lighthearted joke about if a cop were to see them right now, she would be getting locked up. And ironically enough, a cop walks directly into the house and sees this shit play out. But nah, he is not here alone. Them weirdos from earlier are with him somehow. Not only did the police ignore the gun in bro's face, he also brings the dealer to have the function at his house too. And the main culprit pulls up on him like they go way back, asking shit like, hey nephew, them grades looking good? You got a girl yet? Remember when I used to change your pen? No nigga, I don't know you, bruh. Move. But then he eventually asks who Okarun is, and Gigi's like, oh yeah, that's my homeboy. We go way back. But he does not believe him whatsoever. So he starts pressing him heavily, asking him questions that only someone close to Gigi would know, like his favorite sports team or something. And he pulls up a half-court heave and somehow gets it right, but he low-key cheated. He has a poster up in the background. So the old folks continue pressing Gigi, and they ask about Momo. Momo, and he starts playing dumb. Like, oh, who's that? I don't know a Momo. In fact, I don't know any girls. They catch on to this shit immediately. He a horrible liar. So Momo finally comes back to the house, and she walks in and sees this. The dudes who tried to touch her, basically butt booty naked, ain't nothing covering them up but a cloth and some string, and both Gigi and Okarun lying on the floor shirtless. I would have thought something crazy just went down. This is a crazy look. So Momo immediately comes in with this clean kick, which is a callback to last season's first episode. This shit gotta be her signature move or something, because this is like her third, fourth time doing it. This other dude starts running towards her, but she uses her sidekick abilities to grab him by the dome, pulling his shit straight into the knees of the teeth. More goons pull up, weave, spin kick. Hey, she cooking. I'm not gonna lie, she cooking. But another dude throws up this alley-oop for Buddha sneaker. She blocks it last second, recovers off of the ground, and grabs this table, yamming this to the fat nigga's face. He collapses, but she's not done yet. She runs behind him and kicks him right in the family jewels. She put in that work right now though, I can't lie. They all screen, however, Gigi and Okarun lost. Ain't no way she can do this, and they can't put up a fight. This creep grapples onto her from behind, charges his head far as shit, and headbutts the back of her dome. She starts to get a little dizzy and what? Ain't no way, bruh. Where's the police at? Where? He was just here 5 minutes ago. Where is he at? But thankfully, Turbo Granny comes in clutch again and gives this man a FNAF style jump scare. And he trips over this bottle and hits the back of his head. Both Turbo Granny, Momo, me, and the viewer have no idea what's going on. These dudes get back up and Momo tells them to dip or it's gonna get wicked. This grandma immediately charges in and hits Momo with these double kicks that she hardly blocks. And the force from it pushes her into the TV. And she starts victory emote on her ass, bruh. This how niggas be when they dunk on you for the first time. She ain't trying to give Momo no time to stand back up either. She charges up by air balls. So now she's trying to hawk her down. She over here doing spin kicks to the wall and shit, but Momo's just weaving and blocking. She tries to be sneaky and pulls the couch into her back, but this old lady smooth with it. She dips under, swiftly making that shit go straight to Momo instead. She goes back in, she on a mission. Weave. Momo goes up and under, throwing appliances and all type of bullshit her way. But she's just tapping into the side. She not even stressed, bro. Look at how cosmic she is. It's the type of defense that Hyuga clan known for. She dashes back in again, but Momo blocking that shit. Her reaction time is up there. But then she surprises her with this upper kick. I don't even know what to call it. She just invented this on the fly. I can't even lie. Granny is tough with the hands. I take back what I said about Gigi and Okarun earlier. She hits another emote, does this move called Lopez. I don't know if she means Jennifer, George, or Brooke, but she hits that bitch. And wait, is that?
Nah, twin, you're not slick.
She learned how to fight from Rob Lucci himself, bruh. Momo is cooked, bruh. That shit sends her flying into this hollow room and them old ass gooners in the back, celebrating like this is Street Fighter, full of NPCs. But hey, I can't hate. That was clean.
Hey, bro, who the hell is this, bro? Y'all got powers and shit, bro. Y'all cheating, bro.
She starts threatening to uphold since she's ruining this quote-unquote ceremony they're having. And Momo's all confused, like, ain't you the one who broke in here and knocked out my friends? Because from her perspective, that's quite literally what they came here to do. And then all the old people start pulling up like the Ginyu for spewing out nonsense about how they've been worshiping and giving peace offerings and sacrifices and whatnot to the oh-so great serpent lord for the past 200 years. And that's the reason she could even be in the hot spring earlier today. Like, damn, y'all proud of glazing? Y'all are way too old for that. And she explains how her and the Kido family keep this whole village in check. If they weren't doing all that glazing, this place would have been engulfed in flames long ago. And Momo's like,
what? Wait a second. Sacrifice?
Like, yes, nigga, sacrifice. The old lady goes on to explain how this house has been used for sacrifices for many years. And her and the Kido family have been inviting people to stay here in order to sacrifice them to their oh so great Lord Serpent. And that's exactly how Gigi's parents got hospitalized. And their plan all along was to knock all three of them off to keep shit up and running. And that's why they came here earlier when Gigi was gone. But now she's glad all three of them are here since they can finally complete the number of offerings / sacrifices that they need to please the serpent. And as she said that, Momo starts to literally get swallowed by this room. So she immediately freaks out and tries to use her powers to escape, but these old niggas ain't trying to have that happen. They instantly arrive on the scene and push her right back down where she started. The Kido family old lady saying she not gonna let her cross the threshold. But finally, thank goodness, Gigi and Okarun awake and slam this couch onto the old folk. And Okarun reaches out to Momo in order to pull her up, but then they all start falling in. But Momo creates an orb to cushion both of their falls, and they end up in this place with hella homes inside of it. And Gigi's sitting here hanging on for dear life. That shit snaps. Momo tries to save him, but air balls, and he falls onto the floor, but it's squishy. It turns out it's the actual serpent. Oh no! The Kido family immediately gets into position and starts glazing as they do. And Okarun points out that this isn't just some normal snake. No. This is the Magnolian earthworm. No, I said that wrong. The Mongolian earthworm. And Momo tries to convince them that the worm they've been worshipping is not some type of deity or god. But they ain't trying to listen. There's no limits to the glaze. But mid-glaze, it devours them. So Gigi, Okarun, and Momo decides to go hide in one of the many houses for now. But once they get inside, they got this weird beam shining on them and they just aren't moving. They're stun locked. Gigi is all confused and Okarun starts transforming into this thing, and I do not think that's Turbo Granny. I don't know what that is. Dude is... I don't know, bro. The worm definitely got something to do with it. And with that, episode ends. I was definitely excited for this show to drop, but you know what I'm more excited for? My favorite new gen manga, bro. The art style is heavenly. The anime drops in a few days, and best believe I'ma be there. I've been reading this shit since release, so y'all know I'm a real fan. But until then, join the Discord. I'm out.